How's everyone doing today? I know we've moved through a lot yesterday. There was the new moon, there was the eclipse, and personally, the eclipses have always been huge transformational openings and portals for me in my own experience. And so today, just waking up feeling very different than I normally do and very grounded and centered, which is beautiful, and we love that. And so I'd love to hear how you're doing, how this shift has been influencing you, how are you integrating all of this. And it was just so interesting, even getting dressed. A lot of the stuff I was like, what do I want to wear today? And I didn't want to wear most of the stuff I would normally choose. So just rolling with the flow of what's present and allowing the state of flow to just guide. And so that's what I'm going to step into right now. Is I feel it's important to share the 4 pillars that I have been anchoring, stabilizing, and moving through, because it will be important for maybe someone out there. And it's very much a feminine essence. I know this year has definitely dropped me into my feminine. I lived a lot of my experience in my masculine energy. There was also a lot of healing that was required around that. The hyper independence and the push and the what should I say? The creating a lot of structure. And so this has been quite a big shift this year. I can feel it. And so the 4 pillars that I have been operating from, I figured I would share here for any of the divine women as well as the men. Like, this is just as relevant for anyone. And so the first pillar that I have been allowing myself to drop into and anchor and stabilize in is allowance. It's where we don't force, where we're not pushing, where we're not striving, where we allow what's meant to come into our experience to be, and where we also allow the universe, God, source, creator to support us. And it's really about releasing the stories in our human mind that we need to strive, that we need to control, that we need to make things happen, rather than just allowing things to unfold exactly as they're meant to be and knowing that it is all divinely orchestrated on our behalf. Beautiful. So the second pillar is alignment. So alignment is going to start internally before it's reflected back to you externally. So if you notice when you step into the tethering, when you're bouncing back and forth between your mind and your heart and your body, and you're stepping into, I'll say it again, the story. You're stepping into the story that you don't know, or the question, rather than getting to an internal frequency and state, an embodied state where you are in alignment with what's true for you. You can see clearly, you're not stepping into the confusing mind or the tethering mind, and you allow yourself to move in alignment with what is actually true for you. And we are in true alignment through our presence, through our ability to be right here, right now, and align ourselves to what we genuinely desire. Beautiful. So third pillar, very feminine, very much womb space, very much sacral, would be magnetism. So when we are in alignment with our true frequency, we begin to magnetize the experiences, the people, those that are aligned to our frequency, the everything we need. We are allowing it to come in, and we are magnetizing to it, where we hold the internal state. Yes, we have desires, but it's not about forcing things into place. It's about anchoring and rooting in ourselves and magnetizing what is true for our frequency, what is true for our human being. And it allows the universe to surprise us because our human can try to control and dictate reality. And it's when we allow our body to communicate with our experience, when we allow our frequency, when we allow our presence to transform reality, we begin to magnetize it through our lower chakras. And is there more around that? Nope. Okay, so allowance, alignment, magnetism, And the fourth pillar is flow. Can you allow yourself to flow like water? Can you flow to the things that you desire? It's easy, it's effortless, it requires nothing. If you even think of water, the beautiful rivers, they always teach me so much about just going with the flow and allowing us to dissolve the resistance in our human being around what's happening. And the biggest one is stepping out of the stories, dissolving all of the stories, because when you're in presence, there is no story. There is just pure being, all of you, right here, right now, and flowing with whatever is coming up in the direction. And I like to consider myself a wanderer, and I give myself the time and space. That's where my inner child is like the happiest, where there's no direction. It's just what feels good to me to do. And I love to be out in nature. I love to walk. I live near orchards. And we are allowing ourselves to recode ourselves and just going with the flow and creating the path as we go. And also aligning ourselves. So it's a good practice to give yourself space and time to wander. Sometimes they consider it the ADHD brain. It's actually allowing ourselves to recode ourselves. We're receiving information. So when you go out for a walk, or you're doing something you love, or you're doing something creative, it is actually igniting and inspiring you to go with the flow and go in the direction of things that feel good to your soul, to your inner child, to your human being, just because it feels good. And when you're in that state, so many doorways open up. You can see them more clearly because you're not forcing or pushing, or your focus isn't in one direction. You're allowing every door to open, and you get to choose what you desire, and you get to choose what's true for you. So that was the message I wanted to share today, and the intention is that it helps support you in whatever you're moving through right now. And one more piece. If you are feeling called to be on the Awakening Your Dragon transmission, then this is also going to be for you. Feel free to book in. It's going to be tomorrow at 1 p.m. And the dragons are communicating. There has been so many that are moving through the field, if I could even express that. And so I know that the individuals that are meant to be there are feeling it within their soul, within their being. There's something there for you that's meant to be shared, awakened, unlocked. And so it's, I'm really feeling like there's a huge pull for connection and community right now. And we create energetic grid systems when we do specific work. And so this is going to be powerful and potent, and for ourselves as well as those that get to feel the ripple effect of this on beautiful planet Earth. So I would love to have you there. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. And with that, beautiful, beautiful souls, I am sending everybody so much love.